everybody? Welcome back to Big Boss Gaming. So, today we're going to be talking about should you buy or purchase Modern Warfare 3? Is it worth the $70? So, a lot of people's called it a DLC and stuff, and the opinion is what it is. But is it worth $70? In my opinion, not really. um, there's pros and cons to it, obviously, just like with anything else. So let's go over the pros first. The pros is the movement. The movement feels so much better, and this is coming from a guy who didn't play previous CODs. Okay, so the first COD I ever played was Modern Warfare 2, this past one. So there was no slide canceling and all that, and I enjoyed it. I actually loved it. Besides the obvious issues of the servers and just stuff like that, bugs and glitches and all that. I remember when I first logged in, there's people like hanging out under the map and stuff like that. It was just ridiculous. But either way, the movement is so much better. Not only can you slide cancel, it, just mantling feels so much faster, more fluid. It doesn't feel like it's taking 20 minutes to get up on a little 4 foot curve. So with that being said, movement all around the board just feels 100 times better, a lot more fluid. So another pro, the guns. Okay, so the guns feel wonderful within the game. It's I don't know how to explain it, but they feel good, but they sound bad. If that makes sense. The way that they operate feels good. There's so I like the way Modern Warfare 2 weapons felt and sounded. The only thing that I hated was every freaking gun. It was like I was shooting a muzzle. I could not see. I could not see in front, 5 feet in front of me. There's just so much smoke everywhere, and it was just ridiculous. I mean, even in the firing range, you'd have to go all the way to the back door and shoot just to, be able to halfway see kind of decent. Then you get in rooms, and there's just all kinds of issues. You lose track of people just because you can't see because all the smoke coming from into your weapon. There's none of that in this, and it feels great. It's the guns don't sound great. They feel pretty good. They don't feel as good as the Modern Warfare 2 guns, in my opinion. But there's no smoke, so it feels it's just 100 times better when it comes to that. Now let's talk about maps. That's the big question. The maps. How do the maps feel? I never played any of the previous CODs besides Modern Warfare 2. So as far as I can say about the maps, I like them. They're all right. There's some of them that I like and some of them that I don't like. Um, I just I don't know how to explain it. It gets boring after a while. And I'm not a huge. I will say this right offhand. I'm not a huge multiplayer fan. Um, I don't care for multiplayer that much. It's okay. I play it every now and again, but it's not my favorite thing. I'm a Warzone, Resurgence, Battle Royale type of person. Plunder, Lockdown. It doesn't matter. I'll play any of them as long as it's on the big maps. But for me personally, it was just after playing for a couple days, I was just like, I don't really want to do this, but I'm gonna get on there and grind out. Now, speaking of grind, so it's kind of weird how it works. You get up to like level 24, 25, and then you have this thing called Armory Unlock. So there's no more just leveling up to like level 50, 55, and then all the stuff's unlocked, and then you just grind out the attachments. You got these armory unlocks where you've got to freaking do all this wild stuff. You got to do basically 3 daily challenges, and then you got to win over and over and over again. Um, there is a huge issue with that, in my opinion. If you get teamed with a bunch of baboons and they don't know what's going on, it's first time on the game, or they just don't care, then you're going to lose multiple matches if you don't have a huge squad. So that really sucks. Um, but on the plus side, if you got a good squad, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Now, the other issue that I have, and it's not for the typical reasons, the skill based matchmaking. So it seems like the skill-based matchmaking is kicked up to like 1,000 times on this game. You win a match and then they drop you in another match, and it's just the lobby is so sweaty. So the casual player that's getting off of work that wants to just go home, chill, and play some COD, I mean, it's not really going to be a chill kind of thing. It's just wide open. So with the armory unlocks and that going on with the skill based matchmaking, it kind of just sucks, especially for the casual player. Um, but with that being said, another thing about the skill based matchmaking, it sacrifices ping for a skill based match. So the players all around are supposed to be around the same level, whether they are or they're not. It's debatable, I guess. But if I'm like one match I drop in, I'm at like a 28 millisecond ping. I'm at the top of the leaderboard. The next match I drop in, I'm like 70, 80 milliseconds, and it's like I can't compete with the guys. Obvious for the obvious reasons. I mean, I turn and shoot at these guys, look at the kill cam, and I'm not even facing them. And it's just latency issues with the skill based matchmaking. So those are really that's kind of the pros and cons with it, in my opinion. I mean, the campaign, I haven't even finished it. I kind of got bored with it after, a few chapters or whatever you want to call it. It just, $70 for all this, it's not, in my opinion, it's not worth $70. I mean, 40, $50 tops. My biggest suggestion would be wait till Black Friday, wait for it to go on sale, because it's going to go on sale, and then buy it then. Or just wait it out and play Warzone. The only thing is, if you wait it out and play Warzone, you're probably going to be way behind all the other guys. Now, one thing that I didn't talk about, zombies. The zombie mode, if you're playing with others, it's pretty fun in my opinion. If you're a solo player, it's alright. Then to me, it gets boring after a while. It's an easy way to level up guns. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just not that fun. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that, it would be better if it was player versus player. Yeah, it probably would be for some people, but for other people, it won't be. I mean, you've got a lot of these guys that play DMZ and that play the zombies and stuff. They're just trying to get in there and do missions, enjoy the game with their buds and stuff. And then, you got these sweaty ass players that get in the lobby and just run around killing everybody. And before you know it, they're six squatted up and they're pushing everybody else, taking all their stuff. They don't even play DMZ. In my opinion, that's kind of dirty. But it is what it is. That's the way the game was developed, and that's probably the way it'll be the entire time. But either case, I don't really have any complaints about zombies. I just wasn't a huge fan of it, if that makes sense. So, you know, maybe somebody else will like it. It just all depends on your taste, I guess. So once again, pros, movement, it's 100 times better. The no smoke from the weapons, a million times better. The maps, they're alright. I like Rust. That's really about the only one that I really like. I wish there was a Rust 24/7 or something like that, but it is what it is, or a shipment, or just something. Um, the armory unlock is it's trash, man. It's just to be honest, it's trash. It's time consuming. It's going to keep you on the game longer, and I guess that the reason they're doing it is hopefully keep you on the game longer, just so maybe you'll buy some kind of store bundle or something like that. It just it is what it is. But the biggest issue with the game is that I would really say wait on buying it is the server issues. They're still there. They've been there since Season 5 Reloaded. They fixed them for a little while, and then after that, it just went back to the same stuff. For some reason, a $1 billion company can't network data correctly. They have the worst servers anywhere from a 20 to 30 tick rate per second. The second worst servers known to existence in a battle royale or multiplayer game is Counter-Strike, and they're at 120 pings per second. That's the second worst. What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, when players spend $70 drop in on a match and you can't even hardly do anything because you're rubber banding all over the place, or it's just, I mean, you're shooting at a guy and he just turns around and looks at you and annihilates you, and you're like, what happened? Look at the kill cam. You're not even facing him, like that right there that you just saw. I mean, it's just, why? Why? They know what's going on. They know it's been going on. They just don't care. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't necessarily care about buying the game at a $70 price tag. Maybe buy it at a $40, $50 price tag, or whatever it goes on sale on, whatever you feel comfortable with, you know, just because of all these issues. But either way, I appreciate you tuning in for my opinion on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. Share the content. I would really appreciate it more than anything. See you guys next time.